Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Trina Hinkley from the Expanded Self. Happy Tuesday. I was going to have a little bit of a chat about meditation today, carrying on from last week's theme. But a couple of things have come up today in conversations that I've had with other people and a webinar that I've just finished. And I thought instead I would share with you a little story from one of my hiking adventures. I love hiking. I love long distance hiking. Over Christmas and New Year, I did the Great Southwest Walk, which is in southwestern Victoria along the coast there, and just crosses just a tiny little bit into South Australia. So it took 15 days to do the walk, and several of those days were walking on the beach. One of the days walking on the beach, there was a storm coming. And it was an amazing and powerful and moving experience. So I'm walking along the beach. I've got my pack on my back, which was probably about 18, 19 kilos because I just loaded up with a food supply coming out of Nelson in far western Victoria. Walking along the beach with my poles in my boots, and off on the horizon in the distance I could see this beautiful storm brewing and just sitting there, and I could see the rain from it and the dark clouds, and it was amazing. And the ocean was wild and chaotic and erratic, and it was crashing. And the power in that was incredible, and I could feel that power coming out of the storm, out of the ocean, and just raging through me as well. It was a really incredible experience. And there was, of course, the hot northerly wind that was coming, because the forecast for that day was that it was going to be really, really hot, high 30s, I think. So I could feel a northerly wind coming across my left shoulder, and I had the ocean on my right, and then all of a sudden I felt the change, and I could feel the southerly wind coming over my right shoulder off the ocean. And it went on like this for quite a while. So I'd feel the southerly wind for a little while over my right shoulder, and then I'd feel the hot northerly wind over my left shoulder. And it was just really amazing. I was laughing and screaming and squealing in the absolute delight and pleasure of it. And that day I really felt into the power that the ocean has. And the link for the conversations today are around knowing that that storm, when that storm comes, is powerful, and that there's great value in that. And the storm that comes can take away those things that don't serve us anymore. It can blow away, wash away, blast away those things that we carry that no longer serve us. And where we need to, we can take solace, we can keep grounded in the ocean, in the calm, the depths of the ocean. So going below the storm, below the waves, below the chaos that's on the surface of the ocean. In the depths of the ocean, there's always that stillness, or more stillness than there is on the surface. So even in the face of that storm, that chaos, that is powerful and valuable and incredible, and that we need in our lives, when we need to, we can find depth. We can find peace and stillness in the depths of the ocean. But not to run away from the storm, because the storms are there for a reason. The storms are there to get rid of those things in our lives that we don't need anymore, to bring about the change that perhaps we're resisting, that perhaps we don't want to embrace, that perhaps has been trying to make its way into our lives in other ways. The storms are a way to bring that in, to force us to experience that and to see the power in that and the difference that that storm can make. Another image that came to mind during the webinar conversation that I was on was thinking about the ocean and the ebb and the flow of the ocean. And, you know, if there's a little embankment and the ocean comes into that embankment and it swirls around in that embankment, when the ocean recedes, then the shape of that embankment is actually different. And the more the ocean ebbs and flows, the more it comes in and washes around that embankment and then recedes again, the more that embankment changes. So there's that gentle movement that can change us in the flow of life when we allow ourselves to experience the beauty that that can bring. So I think this really struck me today because, we've been having a little bit of a chaotic period in our lives collectively. Just moved so that sunshine's not quite so on my face. Perhaps I failed in that. Anyway, we've been having a little bit of a chaotic period in our lives lately, and a lot of us fight against that. There are a lot of conversations around conspiracy theories and that this is all a ploy, and I'm not making a judgment one way or the other. I think the opportunity for us in this is to accept that something has changed, to accept that there is a storm that we're experiencing at the moment, and to look at ourselves and ask, what is the opportunity for me in the face of this storm for growth? What is the opportunity for me in the face of this storm to become more of myself? So I'll leave you with that thought. I'd love you to post comments below if you have questions, or connect with me via Messenger or on my website, which is theexpandedself.life. I'll post a link with this video. And I hope you have a great Tuesday afternoon. Bye.